Okay, here we go. We are live. Hello, everybody. This is going to be a live video chat show where we do arts and crafts for adults. And we're also a chat room where we talk to everybody in the chat room while we're at it. I'm just getting my table set up here and get my iPad up so I can see the chat. Then I can see everybody coming in. So let's find me and do that. I'm getting smaller and smaller. I had my table all fixed up where I had a whole bunch of room, and now I'm getting small again. But that's just the way it goes, and I'm used to it, so I'm not complaining, not at all. So let's see here, who's in the chat room? Just me, I guess. So far, it's just me. I am a few minutes early so that I could get down to the bottom of my table. There's Belinda. Hi, Belinda. Hi, honey. Come on in. I've got some fun things to do tonight. Fun, fun, fun. Dear Daddy takes the T-bird away. So I found this little Ricky rack on my desk, and I said, I'm going to use it. This is my new napkin book that I just started this week. And I found my old napkin book, so I can show that to you here in a minute. And this was just some rickrack that I thought I could use up. It was on my desk. And that is something that I can also do. I have little jars around here that I fill up with odds and ends of things off the desk. And those would be perfect for my napkin journal to use up and put in here. Yeah. So that brightened that napkin up. So, but I just started I got this out the other day out of my closet, and I had in mind to do a napkin journal with it, and I never did do anything about it. And it's a photograph book that I got from the secondhand store, and I probably paid $1, $2 for the book. And all the pages are nice like this, and it has these corner slots so you could put your picture there, and then enough room down here to write about your picture, like a vacation or something. But I'm going to use it and glue my napkins down in it like this. This isn't a napkin, but it was in the napkin book, and somebody gave this paper to me for Happy Mail about a year or so ago. Hi, Lisa. Okay, up in the balcony you go. And but these are some napkins that I just glued down this week, and I'm going to start putting some pictures down and things. And I've got um, I've got a couple of folders here with pictures. We did this the other night. Isn't he cute? Turned out real good. So we're going to do something like him again tonight, and I'll worry about that picture in a few minutes. I'm not worried about it just this second. So let's see what all this is. This scraps paper. Don't think I need those. So how's everybody doing? Linda, how are you doing today? You do anything fun on this Saturday? Uh-oh, got to plug me in. Got a low battery. And I don't know if I could do that or not. We'll see. So I'm going to also go and share this video out. I'm going to share it out with my group, with the Facebook group. Share. Right there. copy, go to this one. No, I want to go to Facebook. Go to Facebook. Okay, and I'm going to go to my group and here and paste here and paste and post. So there's our for tonight, and then maybe some people will see it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got some pictures, and I'm going to go through these pictures and see maybe there's some cute ones that I can use for my napkin journal. Because that's what I do with my napkin journals. I glue the napkins down, and then I make pages, and I put things on the pages. So I look for some pictures that might look cute. And I have no idea. These pictures came from my mother, and she would make funny books. And we've always made funny books all our lives. Whenever somebody went in the hospital or something, we'd always make them a funny joke book, a ha-ha book, and we would make funny pages with the pictures out of magazines. And that would be something to cheer them up while they're in the hospital. And we would use construction paper, and we would punch holes in it and tie it up with yarn. I mean, those were the craft supplies that I've used all my life. Pinking shears, regular scissors, magazines, construction paper, and yarn. Yep, that's what we used to do all my life. So I'm just going to randomly glue some pictures down in my napkin book, what I think would look good on this page. And these are obviously Alaska and cruise and vacation pictures, places, and different things like that. So I'm going to put these back in that little envelope Mother made. She made this little half envelope, and that's where she put these at. And that's how she would harvest a magazine. She would harvest pictures out of it, and then she would make a little pocket or get a baggie, and she would put them all in, and then that would go in the crazy folder. So here's some funny things. So some of these are really old. And I can hear my mom saying, "Oh, why don't you do something with that hair?" I'd always had straight hair. Okay, my sister and I did. And she says, "Do something with that hair." She didn't like it all dragging down in our eyes and stuff. So I don't see anything there that I want. A bed of nails. There you go. That's funny. Stop and smell the roses. That would go in my book somewhere. And I can find a page, like the strawberry page, and put that one on it. It would look good on this page. Looks easy because it is. Okay, what's easy? What is easy? There's a kangaroo. There's another penguin. We can do a penguin page. This says kangaroo, room for one, no recliners. And this one says an possum, room for 4, no stereo. Just silly things out of a magazine. It looks easy because it is. I gotta find something to go with that. Here's some pretty girls at a package. Food and family. Here's another rose. We could do a page of roses. Stop and smell the roses on this page. So, hi Janet, Jassy, come on in. Joyce, Ellen, good to see you. I'm in hog heaven going through these, uh, going through all these pictures that my mother had. Her little hand cut every one of these out. So, hello, come in, come in. Who else have I missed? I think I said Belinda and Brenda and Ellen and Jessie and Janet and Patty. Hi, Patty. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do this little page here and put the roses down. On this page. And you can see she's already got some words. How we like to put words on our pages. That's where I learned all that from. Sure did. So we got strawberries and roses. And we still have just easy because it is. So here is Grandma bringing, here's food from Grandma's. There's chicken and pumpkin pie. Here's some sisters. There's I'll think of his name in a minute. Lemons. Because he jumps and jumps and jumps and jumps. Tigger. He's a jumping tiger. Tigger. And here comes my cat. She's got food. I've already looked. Granddaughters, cupcakes, coffee. There's a heart. She cut out a heart. Country. These are just random newspaper clippings. There's a puppy dog. Another bird. There's a butterfly. I could put him in the butterfly book. Party. We could put a bunch of people in around the party thing. That's what we could do. There's Raggedy Ann and Andy. So we're going to put a bunch of people, and they're all going to be partying. And they're all looking at the party sign. That's cute. That'd be cute. He's a fisherman. He goes in the fish book. And there's a goldfish. He could go in the fishing book. I'm not prejudiced. We don't mind if it's goldfish. Kids. And this looks like a kitty cat. And I saw another cat. Here's another cat. And we're going to put this in the cat file. I'm going to save cats for a while so we can do a cat book one of these days. So anyway, there's enough for a party. I still like that, but I haven't found anything to go with it. Looks easy because it is. Here's a toothbrush. Okay. Maybe one more face. There's a lemon. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's what that's all about. Oh, this girl's looking down. So she can be up there. I need one more looking up. And they're going to have a party. There's some candy bars. Look at this. Russell Stover, sugar-free. Low carb. Woohoo! I need some of that. I need some of that. So this is the other girl. Okay, that's going to be the girls. So come on in, everybody. Glad you're here. Just warming up. This is my new napkin journal. And I'll show it to you and show you what I'm doing. I'll show you. And I found my old napkin book, which was my original napkin book. There she is, and her, and her. So there's my party page. And we'll leave that open because it's a little sticky. So we got 2 pages there. Actually, I'll put a piece of wax paper down and then I can show you the rest of the book. Hey, Dana. Dana. Oh. Like that. And we can put a piece here and put the rest in the back for another page when we get ready. So this is what I did this afternoon. I did this page. I just glued the napkins down. That's all I did. And then I did this afternoon, and I found my Shamrock girl. She was on a the Bloodmobile postcard, and so I cut her off and she looks good there. And then this girl over here, she's got on a wispy dress and she's waving the one side of her dress up in the air. But I thought she looked good on this page. So that's where that girl went. This is a pretty napkin. This will make a pretty page to put something in here. Something cute. And we'll find something cute to put in there. There's another cat. I'm going to put that in the cat book. Here's a snowman. Oh, there was a video from somebody from New York, and they took videos of the park, and they had all snowmen all in the park, where they had like a snowman contest, and they were all different. It was so funny. All the different snowmen and things that people made out of snow. It was good. It was on YouTube. So, here's a bunch of girls. They could go in here on this page. Like this. 2 of them in here. Like that. And they can stand right there. See how this is put together? After you get started, you go crazy. Just with old magazines. You'll have to look for some old magazines. You'll have to ask your neighbors. Ask people in your neighborhood. I've got a neighborhood video Facebook page group, and I can ask anything in there, and somebody in my neighborhood can say, "Yeah, I've got some magazines you can have. Come down and get them." And it's as easy as that, you know. I did that with some cards, and got me some cards. So here's another napkin. These are all old napkins that were given to me. Yeah, it's going to fill up. Yeah, I got a lot of pages, and there's room to build as far as fluffiness goes too as well. There's room to build. So here's look, a train. I need to send that to Tim. I've got an envelope over here ongoing for Tim. So every time I see a train, I stick it in the envelope. And I've already mailed him one out this month. I'll put a heart in there. This came in some happy mail, or I found, or somebody gave it to me. So it went in Tim's folder because he collects trains. He likes trains. So I do that every month for him, or I'm going to be doing that every month for him. So that's good. Oh, look, a blueberry pie on a blueberry page. I don't know what would go with it, but we'll put it on there. We'll get it started. We will get it started like a collection. You'll be surprised how it will fill up. Oh, look, there's the Red Hat Society. The Red Hat Society. Wear purple and a red hat. That is cute. Guess who? That's what that says. She's doing a dance. She goes on this page. I think she'll go on this page. She's got on a kind of a purpley blueberry outfit. Joe's outside using the blower. If you hear him, he's working. He's out there working. I can't get him to get somebody to help him. He could get somebody to help him, and then he wouldn't have to do so much. But he didn't want to stop, and that's his choice. So he doesn't have to. If that's what he wants to do, just don't complain to me about it. So anyway, she's going on the blueberry page. I like that. I like it a lot. All right. Woohoo! Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. There you go. I think I got it. There's a cat pillow. That could go in the cat book. Mm-hmm. We can do that. So anyway, I think y'all got the idea of what to do with a napkin journal. You can do anything you want. That's all the napkins that I have put in so far today. And so we can move on, unless we can find something to put on this page. People, she's cute. I could put her on there. She looks like my granddaughter when she was a little girl. She's a big girl now. She's 17 years old, going to college. So, never gets old. So, I don't see anything that strikes my fancy. There's a lady playing golf. There's another cat. I think I got enough to start a cat book. Oops. He didn't catch him. So these are just some pictures of different things. Different pictures. Oh, look, there's the Jiffy. There's the Jiffy Peanut Butter Club. That would be funny to put her on there. Just because. Just because. That's the fun of your book. It looks good on the sunflowers. Let's put it up this way. And it goes with the colors. And then this little girl goes good on top of that. So there you go. Another page. That's how it's done. Here's a guy flying a kite. There's the Aflac bird pushing some groceries. Right over there. There's some smokers and a doggy. And there's one of those California raisins. So anyway, there's an idea, some ideas. You go and harvest your magazines and just cut out anything that's funny looking and that you might be able to use later. And you put it all in a baggie, and you'll have your funny pictures to go through. And you don't have to, you can get rid of your magazines that way. So everything's right here at your fingertips. So what I like to do is, for this book, I put napkins down already, and then I look through these pictures and try to put these on a page. I'll find a page that and just start collaging, and you can gradually build your pages up. And now, if you want to get even more artsy, you can take and paint on your napkins and do paintings and drawings and things, and that's fun to do as well. I think I'm going to take these birds and put them over here on this page. These cute little guys. These cute little guys. They're going to be over here on this blue page. Like that, and then I can continue to add to it later as we go. So let's put these here and here. And there. And some more little odds and ends. There's a pig. That'll be funny on a page. He's reading a letter. He'll be funny on a page. So anyway, that's where these came from, this crazy book stuff. And there's more in here. There is more. This was from my mother. This was all Mom's. See, this would be funny in a book. Oh, cats. There's more than one. That's cute. That's cute. So we could save this for the cat book. I got a collection going. And we'll put these back in this bag. Then I have another book or another baggie over here that I started collecting. And I've got some things in here that I've collected as well. There's a panda. I got two of those. But we could find a page for it to go on with a napkin. And then I've got my other cutout books with things to cut out. And, oh, look, there's a giraffe. Where's Jassy? Is Jassy here? Is Jassy in here? Look at that. So, hi, everybody. There's Meatball. Hello. Come on in. Have I said hi to, have I missed anybody? I'm sure I have. I think I've got most of y'all. So, there's Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Come on in. So, anyway, Jassy, I think she's collecting giraffes. Did she probably said hello and then left. And that's fine. That's okay. So what I'm going to do is let's see, cut this out a little bit, and we will see about putting it in the book. So what I can do is put those over there now. I don't need those for now. And then in the back here, I've got some napkins. There's some summertime popsicles. There's a bandana. There's an orange napkin. There's a fox. There's some fireworks. This one's pretty. That might go good with the giraffe. And then I have this guy, little panda. He's so cute. I got a Paris napkin. And we are going to have a napkin trade in, I think, June. In June. Oh, look, roses. Go figure. I've already did a rose page. We got strawberries. We've got some more flowers. This would be pretty with the panda. This might be also. So let's look at some of these here. Something for the panda. Let's look and see. The birds might be pretty if they're not too much trouble. I think I can get the birds on there, one of them. And then I maybe fussy cut the panda out a little bit. Like that. So it could go on that page. So what I'll do is I have to take the back off of it. Jesse's still here? Jesse, I have a question. I have a question for our Jesse. Looky here. Looky. Does he need to go in my book, or does he need to go in an envelope to your house? That's the that's the big question. What shall I do with the giraffe? And what are you doing with all of your giraffes? Are you making a book or just collecting? You have a glue book? Are you having fun with something? What are you doing with all your giraffes? Is it just your favorite animal? Are you committed? Are you making a commitment? So now I take a paintbrush, just a wet plain water, and I go around the edges of this napkin. I'm waiting, Jessie. I'm waiting. I know there's a little bit of a lag. So I tear that napkin away from the page, like that. And then we can put our panda right there. Like that. Okay. Okie dokie. She wants me to send it to her, so I will. Does anybody else collect anything? Is there anybody else that collects anything? Howdy, Tammy. Come on in. I think you'll fit in there without having to bend them. You have a glue book? Okay. Well, you'll have to send me some pictures from your glue book if you got anything to take a picture of, and I can show it to the group. Just wanted to come by and say hi. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Juju. Okay, honey. Go take your nap. I know what you do. I know what you do. It's okay. Rest well. So I will save this, Jassy, and wait till I get a few more things put in it before it's actually mailed. Okay? So, Winnie the Pooh. Okay, Joyce. Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. What I've got. What I'm doing. Um, I just saw Tigger. Do you want Tigger too? Because he bounced, bounce, and bounce, and bounce, bounce. I just saw a Winnie, a Tigger. So anyway, I have a list in here of people that are collecting things. I thought I did. It must be back another page. I'm really using this book up. Okay, I'll get them for you. Winnie the Pooh, and there might be an Igor or something too as well. Let's see here. Okay, I got you down. So if I see anything, I will. I'll save them for you. And then when I get a little bit, because I've got other people like Tim, he likes trains. Marty, she's doing something with Route 66 and making a scrapbook. And then Ellen, she likes anything with dancing. And Jennifer likes cats. Desi, giraffes. Dana is collecting things for Dolly. And Laura Beth is collecting cats for her mom. And I did send her an envelope full of cats. And Zippity, she does horses. And Joyce does Winnie the Pooh. So very good. And if anybody else collects anything and you want me to sort of help you out now and then I can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'll go back into this folder here, and I put in here, I just stuck in here this envelope or this piece of is what I just looked through, and that's where I found uh, Tigger. Tigger is in here, so I'll see if I can't find him real quick. Bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. He's a bouncing. Here he is. I found Tigger. That's for Joyce. I don't remember seeing Winnie the Pooh in there anywhere. So, but that's okay. That's a start. So this can go back in the folder, and I will continue to. I will continue to search for you as we go around our days. Okay, back up there, back over there. Don't need that. Joyce has got a Tigger. Okay, we got two started because I'm good at multitasking. Hi, Liz. How do you do? Come on in. We're working in the new napkin journal, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this away, and I like what we've started so far. I like it a lot. So I'm just going to close this up, and it's a picture album book from the secondhand store, and I found my old napkin journal, and it's I used an old reading book of some sort, and I went in the book and I tore out every other page, tore out a bunch of the pages, and then I started gluing napkins down. And this was started probably last year sometime, earlier last year. I might find a date as we go along through here. But these are all napkins, and a lot of them came from Napkin Trade. They were given to me, and this was cute. And I went ahead and I put some glitter glue on just the orange ones, and so you see a little bit of shiny on there. Some of them shine, just the orange ones. That was cute. And then on this napkin, I glued it down, and then I stenciled the word joy with texture paste, and it was probably spackle all over the page. It's got the word joy on each page. And then this napkin, it was kind of a dark napkin, but I put this lace on the edge. And then I had, these are all stickers. And then these were uh, punch cardboard pictures, not stickers, but they were like cardboard or chipboard or cardstock maybe. And then these are stickers. This was a napkin, and then this was a napkin, and I colored one of the faces. You all might recognize some of these. So here's a kind of a rainbow uh, napkin, and I have there was a napkin, there was a bird from another napkin, and I glued it down, and I glued down this leaf, and then I've got some hair, some of the artificial hair that you can buy, and there's some eggshells in the middle of that. That's the nest, and that's a king, some kind of a king bird. And then there's a little girl and a dog. Here's a die cut. I put a ribbon back there and a little bingo card, some ephemera, just collaged, and a tassel, and I put the tassel on the thread, and the thread is the tag for the other side of the page. Hmm. I should put a tassel on both sides, but I'm not sure which side the tassel goes on. But right now it's on this page, but it can go to the other side as well. It's got double duty. It's got double duty. So it doesn't really matter. But anyway, this napkin went this way on the page, and then I collaged on this corner and down over here. I collaged. So this was, I think, another napkin. These were some die cuts that were given to me. Happy Mail, butterflies, stickers, and then there's a collage over here. There's a heart that's cut out of this leaf material that I had that over there. Then I made a bow and just glued little tiny ephemeras down. They're all pretty. They are. They are. They're precious. This is a nice book, and that's what we're going to do to the new one eventually. And so this one has some more clusters. I used playing cards. And Juju did a playing card last night, and she cut the frame, the middle out of this one, and made it a frame and put something in the background of the frame. And then I glued the picture down on top of that one and framed it. But yeah, use everything you got in your room, man. Everything. And there's a little pocket, and I've got some painty papers in there. Isn't that good? That's some yummy, yummy painty papers. That was powder resist paper. And I need to really get in here and do some jelly printing for you guys. I owe you all some jelly printing. There's everybody's been doing it lately, and they're driving me nuts because I want to do it now. There's a Hello Kitty napkin. Here's another rose napkin. And I've got some geisha girls on here with an old fashioned, this is an antique playing card that somebody sent me. It's very old. And I used it for a pocket. Dreaming of the Love. Hi, Christina. This one's just a napkin. I don't have anything on it yet, but it's a pretty napkin. And I just glued this one in it today, this little fox napkin. So what I'm planning on doing is gluing some things around the edges of it. And that's what I was going to do with that little jar as soon as I find that little jar. I've got several little jars around here where I put odds and ends in them. Let's see if I can find one. Just from the cleaning my desk up. This one. This one. And then gotta have a bowl to put it in. So here's a bowl. These are just bits and bobs from my desk. After you clean your desk up, everything goes in a little jar, and then the jar goes up there on the shelf somewhere. This one is just paper clips, and we can always put a paper clip on a page. We can always use a paper clip anywhere on a page. And some of these fabrics are antique. This is a Swiss dot fabric, and the dots are like velvet. They're real soft, and they're raised off of the fabric, and it's a Swiss dot fabric, and it's really old, and it came from my grandmother's. So that's going on this page. It matches. And then in this bowl, there's a butterfly. Yeah, there's a butterfly. I could put that on there. There's some thread, some scissors. Oh, look, there's a little girl. We could make her up. Got some. There's a ball and chain. This is for another art project where you dip dip this in paint, and you lay it on your paper, and then you close the book, and then you lay it on the paper with paint, and then you close the book, and then you pull it off, and it makes flowers. That's what this is for. There's some labels. There's a explore tag, be brave. We could put a be brave tag on there. Use that. There's another butterfly. There's just odds and ends on the in the jar. Button. There's some hair. We could put this hair on that little doll. It's that artificial hair that you buy. And there's all kinds of little doodads in here. There's a charm and a pin. This could go in the pin cushion. There's a foot. That's pottery. And a shell, a piece of shell. And a button. Maybe we could use the button. And there's another shell off the beach. I have a bowl by my front door. So every time I go to the beach and come home, and I throw my shells in that bowl. It's full of shells. So there's another tag. Be kind. Another shell. There's a little jar, a little valve for something. There's another little pretty bead and some sequins. These sequins came from Teresa. I think she's in the balcony. I saw her. I did see you come in. I did. Sorry, Teresa. Uh, but these are from Teresa, and she said that they were made out of shells. Might use those. Here's some more. There's there's a screw. I have no idea where that came from, but we have a Phillips screw. There's a bird. That's made into a pin, and that's one of my pottery pins. And then I did a butterfly, and I put it on a ribbon. More buttons. There's a penny with a cross cut in it, and that's a penny. And it was a real penny. And I can't remember the story behind it, but the guy that he was using the crosses for some jewelry, and then these were leftovers, and I ended up with some of them. So here's some more. There's a star. There's a little piece of Ricky rack. Look how little that Ricky rack is. Some more thread, a chain, a safety pin. Look at that safety pin. Wow. That is something to behold right there. There's another bead. We'll be able to do something. You are great. And this is the last handful here of this one. There's a nail. Here's a tassel. Some sequins. There's a fish. That should go in the fish book. Still collecting. This is a decorative paper clip that somebody made me. And you put this, it's a paper clip. Let's see what else we got down in here. There's another charm. And we might leave the charm out and that butterfly out. So we got a few things out of the jar. Look at all that. We're going to put all that on that page. But this paper clip, it goes on like this. Somebody made it for me. That you put it on your page like that, and then these jewels hang down. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that cute? So let's see if I could get all of this back into the jar. Yeah, these are like little coffee stirrers. Joe brought them home to me. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. But you never know. You might need a coffee stir for something. It might be a prompt. And this here is a piece of glass that got a loop on it. And it's a charm. For a necklace. And it goes like if you wear one of those, they're just wire around their neck. And then these go on the wire. Or on a chain. So yeah, some old jewelry. So let's see if I can get it all back in there. I should leave the chain out and do the chain craft. Hi Lynn. Hi Angela. There's a snowman and a screw and a paper clip. I could put some of this away. Yeah. Oh, Lynn, you're always looking for ideas. I keep giving you ideas. And I wonder if you actually did the ones that I've already told you. You ought to go back to my messenger and look up. I gave you a whole page of prompts that you could use for your uh, ideas. That should go in the sewing bag. And by George, I got it all in there. Lori June. Okay. You saved the prompts. Good. Well, use some of those prompts. So we're going to use that. And this will go in the sewing bag. And it's close by. I saw it a minute ago. So we're going to use all this stuff on this page. So I'm going to take the spoon. It's already got a face on it, and I'm going to use some napkins and make her a little dress. We're going to make her a little dress. Yeah, I think that'll look cute. Okay, here's your little dress. It just looks just like her. Oh, we need that little bit of rickrack, that little ricky rack, and we can use it for a belt. Perfect. Let me cut that little bit off. Oh, that'll be just as darling as it could be. Just darling. Just like that. And we'll cut that off. Here it is. Isn't she cute? Then I can save the rest of the Ricky Rack for another day. Now she's got this hair. We could give her some more hair and give her a little hair thump, something, something, something. So what we want to do is just put this right there. We'll make her a little hair bun. Like that. And I'll do the back one. And it's best not to fool with the hair too much. After you get it glued, just leave it alone. Let it dry. But I will cut that part off. And we'll get that up out of her eyes. Yeah, that looks good. And then there's a couple of little stragglies that we'll trim. And that'll look just fine. She's got her hair. So let's see. I think that's fine for her. I'm going to put her right there in the book. And the fox is saying it's story time. So everybody sit down and listen up for the story. So we'll glue that in there. And then I've got some butterflies. That would do good. And I'll get my glue stick here. And we will glue this butterfly down. So you see how you can decorate in your napkin journal with just stuff off your desk. Anything you got will work. I'm not just making it up as I go. And the fox is telling a story time, and he's saying that you are great. This is a great song, a great story. And he is telling everyone that you are great and you're going to be brave. Be brave because you are great. And look, I got a couple little flowers. Oh my heavens, where did these come from? These came from a die cut, and it's what was left of it. But I'm going to put it down here, and I'm going to put these two shells that Teresa gave me down. They're shell sequence of some sort, and we're going to put that down. We'll put that down right there. Sticky fingers. All right. And then I've got a star. We could put the star up there in the sky. We'll have to use a little bit of hot glue for it. And it is a bright and shining star. And then I got another little butterfly that I could put right there. It came off of some ribbon or something because it's real small and it's made out of fabric. And I've got a button. Shall I put the button on there? Yes, we're going to put the button on there. Like that. Okay. So I do have a bead and a charm and this unusual safety pin that I have no idea how that somebody made that. I have no idea where it come from. But it's like the bottom part of it's cut off to make it a little paper clip, but I can't get it open. So I'm gonna put it back in the jar and the bead and the heart. I think I got enough on this page. I got enough on the page. So there it is. So the next thing we need to do is put the last day of the month on here. This is the last day of the month. We'll put the date on here. So that is how you do a napkin page. It's just a big old collage. Now I made this one a little chunky, but normally they're not real chunky. This is this is from Brenda. Brenda in here, Brenda Ashford, Brenda A. And there's another collage page that I used. And here's a beach ball napkin, and I've got these people swimming, jumping in the pool over here, and there's the beach ball, and they're making a splash. Today you will bounce. It went so well with that beach ball. Couldn't have planned that any better. And this napkin here is just a red and yellow striped napkin. And so I found things that went with the napkin, the color wise. And this was out of a travel magazine, and this was too. And it was a sunset, and it kind of went with that yellow. And then I put a bow, a red bow in here, and I put nothing can stop you. So that's how that came about. And it's fine. I love it. Here's another napkin. I don't have anything on yet. There's an empty page for a napkin, and I do have some more napkins in here. Here's a mandala of some sort that could go on here, or the deer. I could put the deer in here and do the same thing like I did with the fox. Put the deer in the middle. I could do that with that page. And this is a napkin in the background, and then this is some painting papers that I punched out, and then this is stenciling texture paste, which is spackle. I colored it this color pink, and I used it through a stencil on the page, so it's stiff. Just a random picture. I don't have very many empty ones left in this book. I've done, this book is almost done. And this here came from my, I have a sticker book that you paint by stickers, by numbers, and the stickers are in the book, and you put the stickers down on the print. And I cut it out of the magazine, or out of the book, and put it in here. But they're all stickers. Little tiny stickers. And this one doesn't have anything on it yet. This would be good for desserts. And then here I said it's all about the journey, and it's a bicycle. And then I've got a bumblebee napkin in here to use. That's cute. And I put, this was a doggy napkin. This was I think it was more like a tissue paper. So I put it down. And then this here is a Happy Mail from Barbara Clark, and it's a hidden paper clip. And then I have this napkin. Isn't that pretty? And I'll put it over here on this page. And it goes good with this hidden paper clip. So that'll be over there on that page. This was a July 4th page, and I used a flag napkin. And the napkin went up over to here, and then I painted the rest of the flag on the page. I like doing stuff like that. And then I made a little collage of red, and there's a flag, a stamp, and I made a little white, there's a little banner there. So, oh, happy day. This was an Easter one. This was May of 24. So this book's 2 years old. And we are free, it says. So this was a bunny napkin, and then this came out of some wallpaper, and this came from a wallpaper. The butterfly did. The napkins had the little butterflies, and this was some wallpapering leaves. So I love to blend things that look good together. They look like they belong. They are cute. Here's another napkin, and all I did was glue it down, and I put unforgotten art, and then there is a sticker over here that came off of some Happy Mail, and it went with the page, and it says "You are awesome." That came off of somebody's envelope, and that's all this page needs. I mean, I can go back and add something else. I might add maybe a bird or something, another butterfly or something. I've got butterflies. we can we can fix the butterfly issue right now. So we want to find something that really looks really good. I've been using these right and left, and that would look good on that page. I think he looks real nice on that page. And there's another one that's kind of bluish. We'll put him down here. So that's how you do it. This is how we do it. So, hi, Jackie. Come on in. If I've missed anybody, come on in. This was some Happy Mail. It was a card. Creative people don't have a mess. They have ideas lying around everywhere. Somebody sent that to me in some Happy Mail. This was a napkin, and it was actually two napkins. There's a cup, a stack of cups, and then I got the other stack off of the other side of the page, and I continued to stack them up, the cups up. So you can see where it repeats right here. It repeats this part, and I fit them together. I love doing that, and I've painted this particular design before, and I've done this before a couple of times. I love that. It's one of my favorites. This is a black and white page. So we've got this girl here, and she's a server, so she's got her apron on. And this just happened to be a black and white napkin. I found this in some books that I had, and it's Japanese, but it was black and white. And then this here is a palm tree, and I think that came from Jassy. And then I've got some Japanese writing down here on the bottom of the page, and it's Fashion Island Day. She's fashionable. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's just so fun when you find your niche, when you find something to go with your pages. This is uh, a daisy napkin, and there is a collage over here of some sorts of things that kind of go together and look good. I could still add to that if I wanted to. And then I had this little boy here, and he was, I don't know, I don't need the magnet or the back part of it, but he was in here. I had him in here with the paper clip for some reason. So because of the daisies. It's because of the daisy on the paper. So he got put in here. And then these were some Christmas napkins. And I sort of I did a half a page here. I still need more on here. And then this is another napkin that is a sister napkin with a little collage down below it. There's music paper and some a flower and stickers there, a stamp. And then this needs something. And then close your eyes. The camera's not going to like this one. But this was a napkin that somebody sent me, so it's a fiesta napkin. Definitely need to put some things on it. Oh, I might have something. Look at this. This was a pad, a writing pad that you get from Easter seals, and this was on the front of it. And I love the pictures, so it should go on here. And what I can do is continue to cut out some of these flowers to match the paper. I'm surprised my computer's not going nuts. And have y'all noticed that I've not had any more glitching, any more flickering? I had to update my drivers on my big computer, and it was a free app on the internet to update them. It was free, and I can't believe that there were other places that my virus protection uh, place, they wanted me to buy some more protection to fix it. Well, I got it done for free off the internet. So but it pays to do your research on your things on your computer, and it is technical, but it is important to do that. So here we go. Isn't that cute on that page? It goes together. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut these apart. And that way I won't have to bend it in the crease of the book, and I can just stick this one underneath, peeping out. It could be tucked in a little bit, like that. So yeah, let's glue it in. Woohoo! So you just never know, what you're going to find in your art when you art a little bit every day. You have to stay organized. So you can't have a whole lot of magazines around. You gotta harvest your magazines, but you harvest them into one envelope. All those pictures. And I was going to throw this away the other day, and I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm putting it right there by my desk. There it is. There it is. So that's good. That was perfect for that page. And I'll find more stuff later on. See what I do with my napkin book. I don't remember what I did with it. It's right here. So there you go. There you go. I can put this in there on another page. I'm just going to get one of these pieces of wax paper. And then this is the end of this one, and it's got this on the back page. And I love this page. I love it. I just love it. This is a napkin here. This is a piece of scrapbooking paper that I think I made a pocket. Maybe. I probably glued, there's a pocket there. There is a pocket. And then this is a napkin. So I thought it went real good together. And I like, blending things across and working with it. So this was my old napkin book, and this is the new napkin book. So we're going to put these away, and it's after 7, so we'll go ahead and get into our painting for the day. And then we'll do the 365s. This is my Happy Mail book, and I did get some Happy Mail today. So I thought I would show it to you. I was in a hop with curiously altered it was a Curiously uh, Michelle, and she did an altered chocolate box for Valentine's Day, and I did mine I think on February the 5th. So there is a video on this. So this was her thank you gifts for being in the swap. And these were all of the participants right here. There were 12 participants, and some of them doubled up. And then this was a piece of chocolate. Isn't that cute? And I think she had a die cut for it, and she made it and put it together, all of the little parts. And then she made this one up on her own. She had the template of this, and this was on the front of the videos, and she's got mine highlighted right here. It's got a little piece of tape on it or something. That was mine. That was my spot, and it's like a little coaster of some sort, but it's cute. So I've got it in my Happy Mail book. So that's what I got at today's Happy Mail. So let's get our sketchy book out. So yeah, Christina got one too. She did a fantastic job. It was a success. She did it for 13 days, and then the 14th was Valentine's, and Dana and Becca had a 24-hour hop on the 14th, and I was there on it at from 6 to either 6 or 8 to 9. I was on it from 8 to 9, but I was online from 6 to 9. That now I got a little bit of a glitch there. Let's get it to focus. Focus. I shouldn't have bragged. I was bragging. I was bragging. Let's get it something to focus on. There we go. And we did this the other day, and you remember I put eyelashes on him, and he turned out so cute. So the book is filling up. I love it. I love it that we've got a nice collection. So tonight, let's see what we can find. I'm sorry, it does not like that for some reason. I need a. I guess I'll leave the picture back up. I'll put the picture back up till we get situated. So we did that one, and I did take a picture of Nora. This is my doggie. She's a mixed pup. And do you see her little paw? You see her paw on her left paw? It's a little white bracelet on her paw. And she does have a little bit of a white chin. hmm Okay, so let's go back up through here. And this is a picture of my mom. And she was doing the children's sermon at work that day. And then somebody was asking about my cat. And this is my cat. The yellow one has left. He went and joined the circus. He's gone, but I have her. I still have the little gray cat, and it's so funny how they synchronized. They did that all the time. Hi, Candy. Hi, Thunder. Hi, Vale. And they synchronized like that all the time when they were always laying in the same direction, and their feet were. And here is the cat and the dog. That I think that's Abby. That's little Abby, and she's gone. She's been gone a year now. Bless her little heart. But that was my. And here's the other ones of the cats. And see how they're synchronized? Their feet are exactly alike. They're touching each other's tail. Their back feet are touching, and then they're both looking up at me. So funny. It's like it's like synchronized swimming or something, you know. I don't know why, but they were always in sync. So now I'm looking for a picture. And here's a picture of the pixie that Jassy sent me, and I put it in the window. I still can't get to the window just yet, but it's up there temporarily. It's on a cross, and I'm gonna. Or here's the cross, and there's the fairy. So I'll fix it later. I'll fix it back later when I can get over there. So anyway, we did that one. We did that. We could do something St. Patrick's Day if you want me to look something up. There's those animals. We did hearts. We're over that. We did a sheep. I did the llama. Uh, there's the cow. I've done palm trees. So let me go look up something for St. Patrick's Day. Easy art. That's what I usually put. And Zippity just sent me something. What'd she send me? She might send me something to paint. Oh, boy, you just ask for Zippity. She will help you out. We can do the field of clover, and there's another one. And the clovers look like hearts, and the different hearts with the glitter on them and stuff. There's another one close up, four-leaf clover. We'll do a four-leaf clover. That's all these are, is four-leaf clovers. And I have seen a five-leaf and a six-leaf clover before. They're they're mutations of the four leaves. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is let's find some green paper, and we'll do paper piecing. Thank you, Angela. The pixie was cute. Is cute. Put the lid back on my glue. So let's look for something like this. This would be pretty in the background. We'll take that one. And then we want something flashy for the four-leaf clover. See if we can find something fancy. That's fancy. that would be good. I have an idea. And put green on top of it. That's fancy. Let's see what we can find. That's bright. These are baby scrapbook paper for babies. Okay, this is black. That would be cute in green. I don't think it comes in green. There's a green. It's feathers. Black and white. That's all black and white. Floral. There's some gold. And we got some leaves. This is like fall. Pumpkins. And that's fall. Ooh, that might work good for the background. Black. We're getting there. We're getting there. We got time. We got an hour. We'll get it created. Once I get everything, find the paper I want, it'll go fast. It'll go lickety split. These are fall. Well, hi, Allie K. And Debbie's here. Who's your mama? Debbie, good to see you. Oh, that would be good. Let's see. We've got plenty to choose from. And that would be pretty with the 4-leaf clover on top of it. Got to look at the big picture. We've got plenty to choose from. We might make more than one clover. Yeah, we can make more than one clover. We can make a whole field of clovers. It won't be, and put the big one in the middle with some little ones in the background. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're got it. Definitely not going to use the purple now. No, I'm not going to use the purple. But I will use that one back. And I'm going to get this one over here too. This one that I saw. Right there. That would make a good clover. I'm just going to have a bunch of clover. So, we're going to play with all of this. And I found this one too. So, hi Jennifer. She's been cooking dinner. Okay, no problem. So, what I want to do is see which one I want to play with. I think this is going to be my background. So let's see if I can get this page turned without it going crazy. And we could put this on here, maybe this way in the book. So, like that. And I hear my kitty cat. She has food. She has water. She might want to go out. That's true. I showed your picture. Everybody liked your picture. So this is going to be our background. Let me go see if she wants to go out. I'll open the door for her. Come on, I'll let you out. I know. Come on. Here, here. Come on. I wouldn't be so short of breath if I didn't have these animals to run after. They keep me moving. So, there's these. I think these are going to be the little clovers. We'll make them all different. And this one. And this one. Oh, they'll be so pretty. And then even that one. And that one. We can make all these little clovers. And then I'm going to make a big one. I don't know if I want to use that or not. That one's kind of vetoed right now. But I do like the rest. And then none of them are double-sided. Okay. So, what I need to do is we'll make some hearts. Whichever one I make the big one out of, I can put glitter glue on it and make it shiny and everything. And I really don't think there's going to be, I don't think it's going to matter which ones I use for the bigger one. But here's what I'm going to do for the little one. I'm going to, because I want to make more than several little ones. So we just want to make a heart. And then I think that'll be a good size for our clovers. Make some even a little bit smaller, but I need 4 of these. So I can take, what I can do is take and fold my paper up into 4. Yeah, I'm just looking for a pattern right now. And so let's try this. This way, I'm cutting 4 out at a time. I'm making this up as I go. So don't judge. Can't judge me yet. Wait till it's over with. Because it'll be cute when it gets done. So that's one. And we'll go ahead and glue this down. And I think that's the way I want it. That looks good. Well, hi, Vicky. Come on in, Vicky. We're kind of doing a St. Patrick's Day page. We're doing 4-leaf clovers. So let me look at our samples again. And there is a stem, and we can make the stem with a marker. 4-leaf clovers. That's what we got. So I think I should ink the edges. But this is going to be one. And that's a good size. That's a good size. And I'll do four of these, or 3 of them maybe. And then I can do one big one for the middle. And I can even go a little bit smaller. So that won't be a problem either. So, and then I'll ink these edges too. So let's get the green. This is called paper piecing. Well, I left the door open for you, sweetie, so you can go. She wants a fresh can. I know what she wants now. She either wants to be fed or she wants to go out. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. And you see, I'm used to making things bigger because the last book I had was a lot bigger than this one. So now I have to go tiny. And I want to go big or go home. She wants a can of food.
Food. Yeah.
Kitty. Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. I just put some in there.
Well, she wants a fresh can. There wasn't very much on there when I went up there. Give her some food.
Well, looky here, all these pretty girls. What's been doing? Goodness gracious.
I haven't seen Barry, so he's not a girl.
No.
Barry's not here. Andrew's not here.
Barry's not from Prairie.
He comes in sometimes when he doesn't have anything to do, which is fine.
Just come down here and I'll put him to work.
Yeah, he probably would. So anyway, I'm going to fold this like I did the other one. And we're going to make another one. And then I'll make this one a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller now. A little bit softer now. A little bit softer now.
Can they hear right here on this?
Can they hear? Yeah, they hear. Yeah, they can hear
on this, and they hear on you over there.
Well, they can hear from the room. Yes.
From the room. Oh, okay.
Yes, they hear.
Well,
they can hear the kitty cat.
Kitty. Quite contrary. What? Well, come here. Get up here in my lap.
So I made this one even smaller.
Who's your mama?
Jennifer's going to draw the cats. Okay, that's fine. Good. She likes to do. She likes to do everything that I do. Kitty Jen does.
Yeah.
She says, "Hi, Joe."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Candace.
And I can go ahead and post.
Come on.
I'll post the 4-leaf clovers too after I get off of here. I'll post them with this page when I take a picture of it. I can post them both at the same time. So there's that one. So, and I do I don't know where it is. Sort of know where it is. I do have some glitter paper that would have been good for this, but I don't know how many colors I have of that glitter paper. So let's get another one. Oh, this one I don't have. I didn't. That was stuck to the other one. That's X bonus. Bonus. So let's put this one together. I gotta have 4 of these. And I'm gonna go a little bit smaller, maybe. Maybe this size or a little bit smaller. Like that. They're about the same size. And we're going to ink the edges. Anybody have any questions or anything? See what else I need to tell y'all. If I have any announcements, this is when I think about them. There's one. There's 2. And I do have a sticker page over here I can look at real quick. See if there's anything. There's a little St. Patrick character on there. See if I can get that. Maybe use him on this page. Nothing's ringing a bell because I'm going to have a bigger. I could put this in the middle, I suppose. And these are window clings, so I can pull it off and then I'll glue it down. What I'll do when I'm ready for it. That's kind of the one I would use. So here we go, like in the middle. And then I can have my 4-leaf clovers. Let's get those on there. Do that and that. Like that. We'll just see how many we can get on the page. We'll go around a circle for the St. Patty's days, and then I can make the stem. So we'll just fan these out like this, and then I can glue all 4 of these on the tips, and then I can lay them down in a circle like that. Like that. And this can go underneath or over top of that one. I got another one down here. Looks like I'm just going to do 4, maybe 5. Because I think I can go a little, if I do 3 little ones down here, I could do one out of this one. So this is cardstock paper, and it's thick. It's thicker. So we will try to do this. And yeah, it's harder, but it's going to be smaller. That's okay. We got it. We got it. And let's ink the edges. And I can put decorations in the middle. I can even use real glitter. I should use the real glitter. I've got the green glitter right here. I never get to use real glitter very often. I think I should. I also have glitter glue. But I can show you how I use my glitter and my salt shakers. So there's one. So what have y'all been watching on YouTube today? Did you watch anything fun? You been on YouTube? Maybe you've been on TV. What have you been watching on TV? I found Scrabble on my apps. I found Scrabble, so I've been playing Scrabble, and I've got about 5 people that I'm playing Scrabble with at the same time. So I'm constantly placing a word on the Scrabble board, and then I submit that, and then I go to the next person. Been outside enjoying the warm weather. Nice, Patty. I stuck my head out the door. Does that count? I did. And we have a fenced-in backyard. And there's one corner of the fence that is open. And it's in the very back of the lot. And it catty corners to some other fences in the yards behind us. And there's like a little path. So anyway, there's a way that the dogs can get in and out of the backyard. So the neighbor dogs have been coming over here, which is fine for me, but Nora is a guard dog, and she barks at them until they go away. She, she, but there's one dog that she plays with, and he wasn't out today. But this other dog, it was a collie, a really pretty, nice, big collie, full head, full fur, and everything. It was Lassie, and then there was a yellow dog, a short hair dog that was with him. So they come from the neighbors, two doors down. So they came over here and visited, but they ended up going back home. They went back home on their own. I didn't have to tell them. But Nora was telling them. She was barking. It was funny. I enjoyed it. I had a good time laughing about it. So let's see here. What other papers have I got left? I guess I could do one more. Maybe out of this one. So, anyway, I went out the back door and I was whistling for the dogs to come back. And, and I was encouraging them to come over to play with Nora. Because there is one dog over there that does. Her dad, the dog's dad, brings him over and let her run with Nora every so often. And we welcomed her. And that dog is a big, long-legged, loppy dog, and she come through the doggy door and landed in the bed with me. And I'm going, what in the world? This big old lappy dog. I said, oh my gosh, out you go, out you go. And I escorted her back out. It's funny. But she was just happy to be here. She was happy to see us. All right, I think we'll have enough after this. This is a simple page, nothing fancy. Just some paper piecing. Oh, I want the ink. And this is just what I come up with. Ink it up a little bit. Grunge it up. One more. And then we'll get the glitter and the brads or the bling. We'll get some bling out. And some bling. And I might end up going around the edges of this paper. I can do this. Ooh, there you go. That's more like it. There we go. There we got it. Okay. Now we'll glue these down. We'll feather them out. And put some glue there. And we'll put this one down here in the middle, like that. And then this one crafting is hard work. This is easy though. It's just a little fiddly. So we'll put this one here. Like that. And we'll put this one over there. Like that. Like that. And then this will go on a little bit on top of everything. Okay? Hi, Cindy. Is Cindy here? Oh, Cindy Loves Paper was at the 1K sub. All right. That is awesome to reach 1,000. So this is a window cling decoration from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gluing it down with the glue stick. Like that, and I can still go back and maybe glue some of these down a little bit more because I just got uh, the center of it kind of glued down because I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. So I can go back and glue a little bit of these down. But that's fine, they're down. Then I can take I've got I've got real glitter. So I think we should have, real glitter on the paper. So what I like to do, back in the day when you used glitter all the time, my mom always had a paper plate. And we would lay our project down on the paper plate. We would put glue on it, and then we would sprinkle we would pour the glitter out of the big jar, when you had to pour it out. And then we would take our project, lift it up, and tap it off and get all of the loose glitter off, sit that to the side, and then the paper plate, we would fold it in half and pull the rest of the glitter back in the jar. Now that's how we used to do it when we were kids, and there was glitter everywhere. Well, the way I do it now is I've got all my glitters. I've collected a bunch of salt and pepper shakers from the flea market, and I've got a whole bunch of them up here. Let me show you the collection. And I can I bought this um, this is a salt and pepper shaker that you buy from the retail shops, and it had all of these square uh, bottles in there. So I put they're all in here too, but I also have these little uh, fancy salt and shakers, and they're orphans. So I've got two of these. These are alike, but they're real old. And I've got the fine glitter in these. These are real fine. And I have collected these glitters throughout the years from yard sales and flea markets and stuff so that I could get the different kinds. And this one had the little blue in it. And it's almost gone, but there's a little light blue in there. This one's a purple one. And then this one here is a silver one. It's real fine. And I've got another silver that's newer, a newer silver. Some of them are old, and some of them are new. But anyway, this is my collection of glitter, and I can even use this light green and the regular green together. I can do that. I can do that. And so anyway, I have this little tray that I put my glitters in, and that's how I keep them. But they're but they're all different, and they're all, you know, uh, and then this is here is eyeshadow, and you can use that like mica powder, and and you can glue it on your art as well, and that's just up here on the shelf too. But anyway, I've got this little tray, and there's some more up here, but that's all that I'll get out to show you. But there's more. So anyway, what I like to do is I will take my glue, my white glue, and I use Elmer's glue, but I had a bottle of tacky glue that I found in the closet, and I poured it in here. So this is half and half. This is half Elmer's and half tacky glue, and they were both kind of thick. So I added just a little bit of water, about an ounce of water, and I've been mixing it up all day. So, but you take your glue, and you put down dots or lines, or you can do anything you want to frame your clovers. So I'm going to put a dot in the middle, and I'm going to put a little bit of border, and like that. And then maybe this one I'll just do dots. Like that. And then I take my glitter, and I'm going to sprinkle it on directly onto my glue. And instead of pouring out too much, I just sprinkle out what I need. And you just tap, 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 and it comes out like a salt shaker. And if I need to, I can open it up and scoop it out with a, a, a spatula or something. So let's put some more over here. So what I do with this, after I get this on, I will shake this off in the garbage can. I'm not saving anything because I'm not using that much glitter to, I'm not going to have enough to pour back inside. So it's all going to go in the garbage, and it's going to be lickety split, all cleaned up like just like that. And this white glue will uh, dry clear. Let's get some out here now. Let's get some business going. We don't got all night. We got things to do. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. So you can see the glitter. There's not that much glitter, on the whole thing. I'm going to also use this lighter green. See if I can get some of it out. I might wait and tap this off first. So what I'll do is I can take and roll some of the glitter around on my page like that, and make sure it gets over on everything. And now I'm going to take it to the garbage can and pat it. Burp the baby. And there's not that much in the garbage. It really isn't. It's mostly on here. Look at all that glitter. Woohoo! That makes me happy. Happy. So then I've got I think I might have some sequins down in here. So let's look and see. I know I've got buttons. Oh, I've got other bling I can put on there. Let's get the other bling box out. We don't want this one. We want this one. So let's look for the green ones, and they're right here. This is the one we want. Everything's going to be green. So we'll, oop, got in the glue. It's okay. No harm done. So, and after this dries, you can still clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to take some of these, and it's going to go in the middle. I think. If I can get it off my finger, it's sticky. Like that. I can do another one over here. Like that. So what do y'all think? Is that going to be good enough? Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Patty. Okay. Well, anyway, I can continue, and I also have um, the green glitter glue from the Dollar Tree, and this is no fuss. But you have to let it dry. Same thing with the real glitter, but this is a lot easier and a lot cleaner, and it's uh, practical. But if you will, but there we had a little blast from the past on the real glitter. Uh, we did. We just had a blast from the past. So we'll just put a little bit of this out. Like that. And it really does a nice job of you have control. And if you want it all over, you just take your little paintbrush and smear it all over, and the whole thing will have glitter on it. But that's that. So we got a taste of that. It's something different, as my grandmother would say. She never would say anything rude. She didn't want to say anything, rude to anybody. And instead of saying, well, I don't think it looks good at all, she would say, well, it's different. Oh, you can't get an honest answer out of her. I'm going to continue to use this lighter green on here. Maybe I'll use some of this up. But you can buy loose glitter at the Dollar Tree. They come in little envelopes, and they're still around. But if you don't like messes, then you don't want the real glitter. You want the glitter glue. And it does take overnight to dry. You have to let it dry for a while. I'll sit it in front of the fan and it'll dry. But this lighter green is going to add accent to that. It's going to look good. Okay, so I'm just going to set this to the side and let it dry, and we're going to move on to something. Oh, we're going to work on our 365 books. So let me put a date on this. Would be a good idea. St. Patty's Day. The next time we'll paint a leprechaun. I know I can do that. I love this stamp. Jassy made me buy that. It's all Jassy's fault. But I did need that. It's good that I have that. So okay, I'm gonna set this over to the side and we will get our 365 out. And I've got several of them, but I'm going to go ahead and continue to work in the yellow one. I can also show you um, what the difference is between some of them. This one's Days of Creativity. It's got a lot of different mediums, different markers and paints and textures and um, mixed media, collage stuff in it. And I love this book because I get to use everything in my room in here. And then this one, I got this one from Thrift's Books. It was used, but it was good. It wasn't used. It was in good shape. It wasn't new, but it was in good shape, meaning it was pre-owned. And there is nothing, none of the pages have been marked on. It, and I got it for like half the price. So this one's of drawing. So just to let you know that it's got more drawing items, like they've got the bristles or the twigs, and you were to make the berries and the flowers and the leaves on the rest of it. And then this one here, and so we could still use uh, we could use paper piecing and use different green leaves, and I can use all the greens. Maybe we'll just do this one. Maybe we'll just go ahead and do this one, and I'll show you what we can do to make it fun. And then I've got another one that says just art. And then I've got one with nature. So, and they're just prompts and they're icebreaker prompts. And I just don't think you can go wrong with any of the books if you get any of them. And you don't have to have the same ones I have to do these. But this is what I want to do to this one is I got a leaf and another leaf, maple, and then I have maybe a bloom, a flower, and berries. I can do circles for berries and use all my little punches. And then I have another punch uh, that is it's a circle punch. It's real tiny. We want one bigger than that. This one is pretty small too. I thought I had a bigger one. And I've also got a heart one, and punches hearts, and we might be able to do some clover type petals of some sort. There was another one I wanted, but this one, it's a hole punch. That one's going to be too little. So we'll try this. And I'm going to use all this green paper that I've been using first. So, and the berries, if it says add foliage, berries, and flowers. Okay. So the berries can be made out of uh, colored paper if we want red berries or blueberries or what other kind of berries you want. I can use this here for the berries. All right, that's good. So I'll make some berries, and they're going to be circles. Okay, that ought to be enough berries, amongst other things in there. We'll work with it. Let's see here. We'll do some more here. And I'll put them over here by themselves. So those are mostly the pink and red ones there. So that's good. That's good. And then we're going to need some leaves. And I'm just going to take and use these corners off of this paper. And this is good paper to use for something else. This is going to be too heavy to work with because it's cardstock. But these will be perfect. Okay. So here, let's use some leaves. Yeah, I found the red one online through the thrift bookstore, and I also did the red one and the blue one, the art. I did it through thrift books as well, and they were a good price, so that was good. We'll just go around here and make some leaves. It's going to spit them at me, which is fine. I'll get them. But I did take a risk by when I bought them off of thrift books. I did take a risk of it being, maybe one or two pages being used. So I was willing to take that risk, and it worked out to my favor. So I can't say everybody's going to get the same response as I did. but the other ones I bought, from Amazon. And the newest one is a rainbow. It's a rainbow collar, orange, red, orange, and yellow rainbowy collar. And that's the only one I don't have. I have all the others. And I just went ahead and bought them because they were discounted. So, but it'll take me, uh, uh, if you buy one, then you can do it every day. And I could too on my days off of with you guys. I can still do it, but I just choose to do it, on the days that I'm with you, 3 days a week, and that way the book lasts me 3 or 4 years, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you don't have to have this book to play along. You can draw this on in your art book and do it in your art book. You don't have to have this book to do it in. When you art with me, you can put it in your journal. So that's good. Okay, I think that's enough of that one. And so let's get this one. And I got to get some colored paper for the flowers. And I'll do this other leaf. And it's going to take me forever to glue these guys down. But I'm willing to sacrifice the time. If I have to stay over, I'll stay over. So there we go. Just punch and punch and punch and punch and punch. All right. So let's see how much that looks like when we get done. And then the flowers, I've got some other paper over here. We can do the flowers in something else. And you know what? If you don't have any colored paper, you can use your magazines for color. Like this green would be pretty to use for the leaves, the foliage. And I'm trying to look for something that would be solid here. I'll find something. Like his coat, that would be great for the berries, but I've already got these other pink ones. I'm going to kind of go pastel, so I need something like yellow or uh, orange. That would be pretty flower there. Yeah, we'll find some colors. So this just needs to be this much. We'll use those for flowers. I don't know how many flowers I'm going to need. There's some more green if I want to do some more greenage. For leaves. Okay, that's good. And something more flowery. There's another orange juice. So we can do that. So there's some going to be our flowers. And here's our little flower punch. And I'm going to go this side. And some of these, just a few flowers. There's going to be more leaves than anything. So there's our flowers. And I can make a few more out of here. Okay, I think that's going to be enough. I don't think we need any much more. So now all I want to do is put all these down on my twigs. Instead of drawing them, I'm paper piecing them. So it doesn't say how to do it. You use your own creative mind to do this. So I'm going to do this twig first. If I put glue down on the whole thing, it'll dry out and I'll have to put more glue down. So we can just do sections at a time. So I'm going to put some of these leaves down. And they're just going to go randomly. And then I've got these leaves. And my fingers have glue all over them. I'm going to scrub my hands today. Every bit of that will come off. It won't hurt a thing on my nails or anything. So we'll put some of these leaves in there as well. On the tree or this bush. And then we do a couple of flowers that are orangey yellow. Like that. Alrighty. So there's one. Oh, I got to get some berries on there. They want berries. So we can put some berries on there. Get on there. There you go. There we go. We got a few berries. So there's one twig. Now look cute. I think it looks cute. So we'll do this big one down here. We don't have to do the whole thing. If we're running out of time, you can spend as much time as you like on these pages. But I'm going to use some of these leaves. And then I'll get some of these leaves. Like that. Like that. And then some of these flowers. Like that. and some of the berries. There we go. Get a couple of them. And they like to be clumped together sometimes. So if there's two or three together real close, that's good. I think that's good. So there's the big twig in the middle. No, there's another one, Candy. Well, this might be the newest one, but there is another book that's rainbow, and it's red and yellow and orange. So that's all I'm going to do on this page. I'm just going to put the date on it. I'll show it to you in a minute. I got it. I've got it real quick. I can get to it. So there's that. And then I want to put um, a highlighter in the front for 106. And I'll put a piece of wax paper down here. We've had so much fun tonight with our napkins and everything. Woohoo! So I'll put this down here. And we'll go to 106 in the front to highlight it off. Now see, here's one page. Number 3 has been done, and that's why this book was used. And they did number 1, and they did number 2, and they did number 3. And you can tell that it was different people because this one's got a child's handwriting and this one's got an adult handwriting. So mother daughter probably. So that's what this book was. That's why it was used. So again, this was the risk that I took, and this is nothing. Oh, number 4 and 5 have been done as well. I better go through here and see how far they went. They didn't do the collar wheel. Oh, there's another. They did it for a week, a week and a half. Ah, I didn't look at the front, but they didn't do anything else. That's all they did was like 10, 12. Uh, so that's good. We can go over those again and see what we would like to add to it. Oh, look, they marked them off, the ones they did. There you go. Okay. That's a good indication that this book was made. So we want to mark off 106. Okay. But it was still worth it. The book was like half price. So that's the one we did there. And I enjoyed that. That was nice. But I better take a picture of this and the book so that you can see what I did. There's a shadow. And then the book, this one. So there you go. I think you can add any kind of arting supplies to your projects. It's your creativity. So let me show you real quick before I leave. I'll go to Amazon. And this is the one I don't have. So I've got I've got this one and the yellow one that we've been working with for 2 years. But I also have the nature. There's a nature one. It's not here. There's a green one and a blue one and a red one that I've got. The only one I don't have is this orange, yellow, this rainbow one. This rainbow. And see, these other ones weren't 12 and 13 and $14. But the newest one I think is the $21 one. It went up in price and it went up because of postage and everything. But I'm not going to get that right now. I've got plenty to fool with. I've got plenty to work with. So I don't need another book because it'll take me forever to use these. So let's see here. Um, I forgot what I was going to do. I guess I was going to take a picture of our artwork, and I'm going to go ahead and pat this off in the garbage again because I did add more glitter. And I did smudge a little bit. It's all right. Won't hurt a thing. So there's our day. We had a busy night. So there's our clovers and and that's it. And the napkin book. I guess I could take a picture of the napkin book too. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And here. So let's go over there. And we did a couple of pages in here. We did that little girl. That was cute. If I can get it without a glare. There we go. Photo. And then I did another page. Oh, we did the roses. And we did the party page. And one more we were sort of working on this. But that'll give us a head start on the napkin journal. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you all for coming out, hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate everything. And I will be back again on Tuesday, and we're going to have a paint along with, I think Colleen will be back, and I'm going to try to get Doretha to come on with us. And we'll see who else wants to come. So if you all need anything, give me a message, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night.